You want an update? You got an update. It is 8:16 a.m. in the morning on the final full day of my suspension, 2 days away from getting my items back up 100%. Normally on day 6, they start popping back up. So I want to get into this, and it's got a happy ending. All right, so if you haven't watched my other videos, what happened was I got VERO'd on GM brands. Cadillac was, I think, the main one. And it weird. Okay. They were dealership items. I've been selling dealership items for years. What that is they'll say so-and-so's dealer, Pontiac dealership or Cadillac dealership or whatever. It's actually one of my favorite things to sell. To give you an example why, for some reason, those items I get the best feedback on. The last dealership hat I sold, the guy, he sent me a picture also to go along with this story. It was for his mother who was turning 100 years old, and she grew up in her granddad's dealership, and that was the hat. And so he sent me a picture of, it's on my Facebook page, of his grandma, 100 years old birthday, wearing the dealer hat. And she was so happy. So for some reason, those items, I always got the best feedback from the customers. There was another one I can remember off the top of my head. She was buying it for her husband because it was her husband's grandfather's dealership that had closed years ago. So she was so happy to find them for his, I think it was his birthday or Christmas. So I've sold those type of items all the time. So what happened was I ended up getting dinged on 4 of the items, and it basically said take them down. It said it ended the items. So I went through all my dealership items and ended them all, thinking I was okay. Then a dealership t-shirt or polo shirt got dinged. It was a Moore Cadillac dealership, which is still in existence. So they're still technically an authorized dealer. It got dinged, and they got me a 7-day suspension and caused the whole issue of going around like I didn't know you had to delete them, et cetera, et cetera. So it's been very, very stressful week, to say the least. Very depressing, a lot of paranoia. When something like this happens, it threw me way off balance. I went through and ended like 600 items that, even though I know they were fine, they'd probably been in my store for months and months. I got paranoid and just started ending stuff. So I've been in a real bad headspace. So yesterday, I decided one final time. See, I had sent an email to the VERO address for GM, asking them about this and telling them what happened, explaining to them I'm sorry, I ended the items, and what have you. And I never heard back. They responded back one time asking for the number, the item number or whatever, to see if they'll look at it again, type of thing. So I sent them the number and didn't hear back for like 4 days. What's weird too is on this is I decided to Google some information to see what I can find about how the GM registered trademark stuff works. And apparently they're with a company now. I don't know if it's new or what have you, but it seemed new the way I was reading it from just memory. A new company that's handling trademark and brand protection, basically. And I think a lot of it's computer generated. I'm not 100% sure on that. That's just the way I kind of took it. So I don't know if I took it wrong, but it seems like it's computer generated and it's not a person behind it. So I was hoping to have some kind of, talking to a person, having some kind of sympathy, if you will. I tried to do the right thing. I'm very sorry. I went through the whole process, which I am. I mean, I care about what I do. I mean, I do this for a living. I've been doing it for 20 years. So I hadn't heard nothing for 4 days. So yesterday I go, you know what? I'm going for one last shot. I'm going to send one last email, and I'm going all in. I'm going all in with this email. I'm going to I'm giving them paragraphs. Tell them who I am, how long I've been doing this. This is my full-time income. I mean, I'm telling you, I turned all proudness off. I went into my wife's issues. This income means a lot to us. She's got rheumatoid arthritis, which has caused Crohn's, and blind in one eye. And, you know, we don't know what's going to happen next. I need this money. When my brother died, I moved my 80-year-old father in with me. I take care of him. I laid it all on the line. If I'm going out, I'm going out telling everything. I'm going to go for the sobbiest story I can. And I even put a line in there going, I don't mean to sound too kiss butt, but I was actually planning on trying to buy a new car by the end of the year. And Cadillac and Yukon is second on my list, only to Jeep Grand Cherokee. So I even put that line in there. I mean, I went all in. And I go, you know what? I want this email to be seen by a person. So I Googled and found out the email address of the CEO of GM. Her name is Mary Barra, Barra, I believe it's spelled. I go, I'm going for the Hail Mary pass. I'm going all in. I'm going to send it to the legal side, and I'm sending it to the top of the company. Hopefully it won't go into a junk email. It won't be a spam, whatever. I got an email this morning. Shall I read it to you? Because it made me happy. Let me pull it up here. Dear James, thank you for providing the additional information. After confirmation from the brand owner, we have retracted the complaint. Yes, we have retracted the complaint. You don't know how much pressure came off my shoulders when I read that. An update on your listing status should be received shortly. Our apologies for the inconvenience. Please let us know if there is other listings other than blah, 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 the 394. Okay, to be retracted. Kind regards. Core Search BV. Oh my God, you don't know how happy I am right now. So I called eBay and I go, can you give me the item numbers for the other GM Cadillac items that were part of this? And she gave me 4 more numbers. There was 5 items total that got dinged during all this process. Some of it had to do with being on the other eBay sites, Web Interpret. And because I think there was 2 items, but yet 5 listings got dinged on those 2 items on different eBay sites. So I just sent those numbers back to him. This will take me back to the warning stage, at least. So, man, so freaking happy. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. There is a happy ending to this. Never give up. If I feel like I made a mistake, I will be 100%. The one before this, they got me a 3-day, was 100% my fault. I should have known better. It was a Hard Rock Cafe. It was on a Hanes tag. I know they had Hanes tags, vintage ones. It fit all the markers, but I didn't. I should have just threw it aside, but I didn't. I put it up, and I got a 3-day suspension from that. Why I got a 3-day suspension from that is because my warning, I guess, was already used up on a previous one, which is good. This will be good information for you guys. Do not sell anything that says "fight like a girl." That's a cancer-related slogan for women. It used to be fine, but then somebody trademarked it after doing research. After I got them, they were taken down. Somebody trademarked it in the late 2000s, I believe it was. And then they started going around VEROing everybody. So don't sell, fight like a girl. So then when the Hard Rock one came, I got the 3-day suspension for that. So at least I'm back to underneath that point now. So everything from here on out is hopefully under my control. And so, but as stressful it was, it gave me new light on my inventory, and I'm still going forward with the whole lot situation, going to try to sell these lots and move product quicker and cheaper, and hopefully have stuff that resellers can buy also. So yeah, I'm going full bore. I am going full out. Give me money through the end of the year. Sell, sell, sell. Pay off all debt, stockpile money. Sell, sell, sell. So stressful as it was, it's gave me some new insight and new way of looking at what I'm doing with my business and what I'm doing with my life and my happiness. So if it was all taken away today, this is what I'm stuck with. I'm stuck with a pain in the ass is what I'm stuck with. I'm going to rectify that. So thanks everybody for watching. I hope you learn that if something happens, keep fighting and go all out when you have to. Just don't take it personal. Don't get mad. Just think about it and just start working the process. So everything's a process, and you just have to kind of work it. And then if you have to get personal and let yourself open up and be out there, I guess do that, because I've always been that type of person anyway. I'm guessing this time it finally worked. Thanks everybody for watching. See you in the next video.